Tucked away in Scranton, Pennsylvania is the 73-acre Naog Park, the largest park in Scranton. It has walking trails, picnic areas, swimming pools, a waterslide, and a treehouse. The park also includes the Everhart Museum, the Brooks coal mine, and a rocky gorge with waterfalls, which was the main focus of our visit and the reason for the park's name. Naog was the local Native American term for noisy brook. We parked in a lot next to the Everhart Museum, then crossed the street to the park's southeast corner where we found the entrance to the 2-mile-long Davis Trail. If you visit, keep in mind the trail can be a bit rough in spots, so we suggest wearing appropriate footwear. We were fine in our sneakers, but wouldn't recommend open-toed shoes. Pets are welcome in the park, but must remain on a leash at all times. The trail started with a gradual descent into a gorge that quickly became much steeper with stairs and bridges leading to overlooks. We were amazed to see the gorge below us seemingly hidden by the city surrounding it. From this overlook we had a great view of the western portal of the Naog train tunnel. At times we felt as though we were in the middle of a forest as we made our way along the path. Below we could see the rushing waters and huge rock formations. Naog Falls is a very powerful 20-foot waterfall formed by the roaring brook as it drops down into the gorge. Because the gorge walls are so high, the waterfall looks higher than it actually is. There are a few platforms and overlooks that provide a clear view of the falls from good vantage points. Naog Park has been named a National Natural Landmark. Further along the trail we passed beneath a treehouse high above us. At one point we branched off the main trail to take a narrow shortcut path down into the gorge. If you visit and choose to take this path, please be careful. It gets a bit steep at the end. At the bottom of the shortcut, after coming back out onto the main trail, we found the Paul Kanjorski pedestrian bridge. The covered bridge carries you over the roaring brook to the opposite side of the gorge. From there we followed the trail to one last overlook of the falls. This platform was perched on top of a large boulder, but was in need of some repair. We had to be careful where we walked. We also had a great view of the treehouse high up above the falls. After backtracking on the trail and crossing back over the bridge, the trail wound its way back up into the main part of the park above the gorge. At the top we found the David Wenzel treehouse. The view from the top gives you a better idea of just how deep the gorge is, and you can see the highway that follows along the opposite side of the gorge. After we returned to our car, we headed off to our next point of interest. Archbald Pothole State Park is perhaps the quirkiest, and at only 150 acres, one of the smallest parks in the state park system. The park is named for a geologic feature that formed around 15,000 years ago. The pothole is 38 feet deep, and 42 feet by 24 feet at its largest diameter. At the bottom, it's only 17 feet by 14 feet. It's estimated the pothole could hold about 140,000 gallons of water, and it would take 35 firetruck tankers to fill it. It's believed the pothole was formed when meltwater from a glacier broke through a crevasse and fell to the bedrock below. The force of the whirling water and rock fragments eventually carved the pothole. As the glacier moved on, more rock fragments fell into the hole, filling it in. The pothole was discovered and uncovered in 1884. Since then it's been exposed to weathering, and the sides of the pothole are slowly eroding. Another larger pothole was discovered about 1,000 feet north, but has never been excavated because of the excessive cost. If you ever travel through or visit Scranton, Pennsylvania, we recommend taking some time to visit Naog Park and the nearby Archbald Pothole State Park. Both parks are open free to the public, and they are only a short drive of about 20 minutes apart from each other.